Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, this is an inaugural show. And what is the inaugural show? It is Bulldog's After-hours first dating interview. We put out ideas, you gave us ideas. In fact, many of you volunteered to be on this show, so you can watch this show and you can see whether or not you want to do this. Many of you just wanted to watch for the entertainment, so we hope we entertain you. Now, some rules that we've decided to establish. We are not going to give out the interviewee's personal contact information. We're setting up on the screen a separate email address where you can express your interest, and then we will screen and hook you up with the interviewee if she decides that you're worthy enough. So enough said about that. Christian Hulsey, you're a brave woman, and thank you for being the inaugural guest of this show.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Christian, let's start with this. What's it like? You're single.
Yes.
What's it like out there generally in the dating world?
Hell.
And why is it hell? What makes the dating world hell? Because this show, what we're going to try to do is to take nice candidates like you and find you dating heaven.
Great.
So, but what makes it so hell?
There are lack of nice gentlemen in the field. COVID has not helped. You can't go out and be social. You can't go to the bar and meet new people. Online is probably your best option now, and there's so many creeps. It's terrible.
I have heard this from clients. I've heard this from people in our office. I've told my wife all the time, I said, we're going to stay married no matter freaking what, because I don't want to live this world that I see. As a woman, I assume, are there a lot of players out there? Like the guys that are looking for the one-night stand?
Oh, absolutely.
Love them and leave them?
I don't even think it's love.
Say anything that they want.
Yeah.
Say anything that they can.
Absolutely.
And move on.
Yes.
What's some of the creepy things that some of these guys do?
I got licked in the nostril when some guy tried to kiss me. Yes, it's true.
By the way, my first date ever, I went in for the kiss and kissed her on her nose. But it was an accident. I was only 15. Go ahead.
Yeah, but he licked me in the nostril.
Licked you? Like it was an intentional lick?
I don't think so. I'm going to give him credit and say no.
All right.
Because everybody's nervous on their first kiss.
What are some other creepy things?
When you go through and you meet somebody and you click like or whatever, sometimes they don't respond, which is kind of goofy. But the stories that they come up with, it's silly. And I've heard all kinds of stories.
Give me one if you can remember one.
Some guy told me that he was going to a weight loss clinic and getting testosterone shots.
Was that true, or was that?
I didn't find out. That was
trying to impress you with that?
That was a hard pass, and I didn't talk to him after.
Now, what sites do you use? Like social media sites do you actually use?
You mean like personal ones or dating ones?
For dating ones. Like,
oh, okay.
Like, are you on dating sites?
I was on Facebook dating because.
Facebook dating.
Yes.
Okay.
I did Match before, and that's the one you got to pay for. And that was just as bad, if not worse. I've went on Plenty of Fish, which everybody who is single does.
Plenty of Fish?
Yes.
How about eHarmony?
I did that one too. No dice.
I want to tell you right now, I've seen their ads at eHarmony for a man.
Yeah.
And also Talkify or whatever, because they pop up. And they show these beautiful, perfect looking women. And I hear guys comment, there ain't nobody that likes it. I want to go ahead and say this. I have never been on one of those sites, I'm proud to say. But I got to ask you, what about married men? You get married men out there lying to you?
Yes. And you can pull them out. If you're smart enough, you can pull them out. Like they only want to talk to you after certain hours, or don't text me during this time, or no, I can't meet you, but how about next Thursday? You can pretty much pick them out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now, so we need to do this. Tell us a little bit about you from your education and your work history. You can name names or not name names. It's totally okay. But so the viewer, these hot men out there in Bulldog Nation, nice men, so they know a little bit about you.
Okay. I have half a degree at UC that I'm going to hopefully go back and finish too. Well, I started out in the paralegal field.
Okay.
But now it's more practical for me to go into accounting. I have 5 semesters left.
Okay.
So that's on my list of goals. I've worked in the healthcare field probably for 25 years, and I've worked for the same company. My main job is for 12 years now, and then I have a part-time job in healthcare. So I'm dually employed, and I'm essential both places. And And
you got a lot to offer, because I heard a lot of women say the first thing you want in a man is, do you have a job?
No, yeah, that would help. Anyway, I was lucky enough to stay employed during the pandemic. So, and I know a lot of people haven't, and that's really unfortunate, and I feel bad. But I was able to keep both of my jobs. It's not easy, but, you know, you have to survive.
Right. Well, good for you.
Thank
Have
you.
you ever been married?
Yes.
Okay. Divorced?
Yes.
Do you have children?
Yes.
How many children?
3.
Okay. Their ages?
28, 21, and 18.
Okay, so you don't have little rugrats riding around that interfere with your dating?
No, absolutely not, no.
Okay. What do you like to do? Like, what would your, like, perfect date, or some of your perfect, like, what do you like to do? Like, I like to stay home. I like to go to movies. Mm-hmm. I like to go to out to eat. Mm-hmm. I like to take drives. I'm using that as a lead. What do you like to do?
I would be good with dinner. I mean, just because you have to get to know somebody, or kind of have to find the rhythm or whatever.
And dinner's safe.
Yeah.
To know somebody.
Or even, like, you know, drinks or lunch.
All right.
Because lunch doesn't seem as, you know, pretentious or as pushy or as formal as, you know, as
I've heard a lot
of
people do that, like lunch dates.
You know, take a drive, hang out, just about anything.
Comedy?
Sure.
You like movies?
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you like sitting in front of the TV, watching TV at home with popcorn and?
Every once in a while.
Okay.
Yeah, I would rather be out in the public now, especially with, you know, hopefully they're going to lift the COVID with the vaccines or whatever, but I really hope to get out and see some comedy. I would really like to go to some concerts. There's some kind of axe throwing place that I'd want to check out. Always wanted to.
I want to take the office to the axe throwing place. That sounds like fun.
It would be, yeah.
Now, just so people know, what area, I don't want your address, what area of the tri-state do you live?
Crescent Springs.
So you live in Crescent Springs, Kentucky.
Yes.
Well, that's centrally located for any of our men out there. What else would you like to tell somebody about yourself?
That I'm really nice. I know I have a type A personality, but that is from raising my children, being a single mom, raising my children, working 2 jobs, having to take care of myself. You know, I don't have expectations of somebody taking care of me. I want to be somebody on my level with the same amount of respect. Guys have it just as bad. I mean, it sounds like, you know,
I've heard that too, by the way. I've heard men say the same thing about the women. They can't find out.
Absolutely. You know, and I think it's hard for guys just as it is for women, but women have a lot to offer. Guys get shy, women get shy too. But if you see somebody that you're interested, come up, shake their hand, say, hey, how's it going? I'd like to meet you. Can I offer you a drink, or would you like to sit down and talk to me? We're human too.
Right. So you're looking for a nice man.
Yeah.
Somebody that's, you know, just a regular, decent guy.
Yeah, it doesn't, you know, good looking would be a plus. Employed, it doesn't matter if you're employed, if you're in a trade or a college degree, be somewhat stable. If you're going to take me out and you've got 15 people blowing up your phone, I'm not your girl. You know,
you're not looking for you're not a gold digger.
No.
You're not money focused.
No, I have my own.
Okay.
So I can take care of myself. It's just the fact of having that companionship or that interaction. So
companionship.
Yeah.
By the way, and I know what you're saying. It's such an honest answer to say you don't want a guy that looks like Roger Kaufman. You want somebody that's handsome.
Sure.
But I know what you're saying. By the way, you pass in glowing numbers what I, as a man, used to always say is my first thing. People always say, you know those crude comments about you this man or you this man. Mm-hmm. I am a face man.
Thank
you. You have a beautiful face.
Thank you.
Beautiful. You got to start with the beautiful face. That's what you got to look at, right?
Right.
You got to look at. So guys, don't you think she's got a pretty face? She's got a pretty face.
I got a question.
All right, Roger, go ahead.
Can you cook?
Maybe.
No, wait a minute. I like a woman who can cook.
That's one way to a man. It's through the stomach.
Right.
One way a man through his stomach.
So, what's your best dish?
Oh, I have a lot. I'm really good at breakfast.
Oh, okay.
That's an important one.
But that's not for a while. That's not like right out the gate.
I
like breakfast for dinner.
Lasagna, chocolate cake. Ooh. I can make anything.
Chocolate cake.
Shrimp scampi's probably the best one, if I had to sit and think about it. But special people get that. Not everybody gets that.
Tell me, is there anything, because you're more relaxed now that we've been talking for a little bit, is there some funny funny stories of crazy dates or anything that besides the nose licking you could think of? And if you can't think of any, I know it's like asking somebody to tell a joke.
No.
You have all these jokes and you can't think of a joke.
I have one. The last time I had a relationship and we had gotten to the point we were split up, he didn't have any money. We went to Frisch's and he said, "You want to go eat?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, I guess." "Do you have money?" "No." "All right." So we got to the restaurant, and as he's ordering all kinds of food, I looked at him and said, "Do you have money to cover this?" And he said, "Well, I don't." I said, "So you're ordering carte blanche on my ticket, on my..." He goes, "Well, I didn't think it was a problem." I looked at the waitress and told him, I was like, he can have whatever he wants off the kids' menu. He thought I was kidding.
My God, that's great.
So, yeah. So if you're going to act that way, I'll treat you that way. Yeah. I've gotten up and, guys have told me.
That's awful.
Why?
No, not you, him. That's awful what he did.
Right. So there was one guy that told me like 3 sentences in that he didn't need Cialis, which was a little presumptuous.
Yeah. It's not good to go to sex right out of the gate, correct?
No. I mean, I think, holding hands is nice, maybe a hug. I don't kiss on the first date. I know people are saying,
Right.
But you have to just kind of feel it out. A guy decided to take me out for my birthday. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
And wanted to take me on his Harley or whatever bike it was. It was raining. It was pouring down. He still was adamant about taking me out. So as I'm riding this bike, I'm getting hit in the face with water. And anyway, needless to say, I cut the date short and went home and worked on my resume. I was like, there's got to be more to life than this. Yeah. I'll go make my own money and find my own fun. It was terrible.
Well, you're delightful.
Thank you.
Okay, I got a few questions.
You're pretty, you're smart, and you're funny.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Roger.
Okay, I got a couple questions about Control Room. Give us some of your favorite TV shows.
Let me see. Anything off the Investigation Discovery Channel.
Okay. You're a CSI lady?
Kind of.
Okay.
Joe Kenda fan.
Okay.
Yeah, he's. That's usually what I watch. Love Fox News, and I know that's a problem with a lot of people. Local news when I can catch it. First 48, lots of crime, but that comes from me being a paralegal student.
Now, how do you Netflix and chill watching that?
Netflix?
No, I'm saying, Netflix and chill.
Oh.
You heard the phrase?
Usually it doesn't get past the first date if they're that big of an idiot.
Yeah, but if I hooked you up with a guy...
I don't even know what the hell that means.
Casual sex.
Well,
oh my God!
But that's just a thing.
Roger.
I'm just asking the question. The people are they're
Sabrina, cut off the control.
They're asking the question.
Cut off the control room.
To enjoy an evening with her.
Talking about date. We're not going to talk about sex in these interviews.
I didn't say the word sex.
Well, listen. I think we've had it. You've shown enough of yourself and revealed enough of yourself that we're going to get you a good. Because I'll tell you something. You're absolutely right. I have men friends who are single who say they can't find a good woman, and I got, female women friends who say they can't find a good man. That's what we're all joking aside. Roger wants this to be a comedy hour, which is fine. But I really, truly would love to match up people in Bulldog Nation because you know what? You're both looking for the same thing.
Right.
So I think you've revealed enough of yourself to catch a few fish out there.
Thank you.
Is there any final things that you'd like to say? Oh, by the way, you made my day. You have been a Bulldog Nation fan and a follower, I think you said, since the poodle.
Yes.
Since the poodle.
Yes. Loved it.
Thank you, Christian.
You're welcome.
Anything final things you'd like to say to the men out there?
I am a type A personality and I am a ball buster. And I am to the point. So if you can handle that, I do usually try to be polite and have tact. But if you're going to come in and act like, you've got it all, you're not. Yeah. And I will.
Well, you know what? That's what you need to tell people. So if there's somebody like that doesn't want a woman like that, they don't need to email us.
That's right.
So we're screening them right now.
No losers.
Who wants a
baby mama drama? Take it.
Baby mama. Oh, no. So that's enough. I'm glad you brought that up. You don't want the baby mama drama.
No.
Yeah.
If you have to go someplace and you have 15 people blowing your phone up and you're behind on your child support or you don't participate in your child's life, don't bother. Yeah. That's important. You got to be a good family man.
Good man.
If you have children, you have to be a good family man, good role model.
Yeah. I'm old school like that across the freaking board about everything as it relates to being a father and all of that stuff. I mean, it's and how you treat the opposite sex, too.
Absolutely.
Be a gentleman. It's so easy just to be a gentleman. Just be nice.
Right.
Not creepy.
No.
Our office, for example, is a great example of that because there's men and women working together. Most of us are all married. And we have fun, but there's no creepiness.
Right.
There's no cross the line creepy weirdness. You know, we don't have anybody except Roger who injects something weird into the conversation.
That's funny.
Love you, Roger. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, thanks for tuning in to the inaugural show of Bulldog After-hours Dating. And if you're interested and you would like to learn more about her and maybe get her phone number and have a date with Christian Hulsey, email us at the email address that we have on the screen. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Happy and safe dating.